When you bring your child home for the first time, you want a baby monitor you can trust. When you choose Stork, you choose technology trusted to monitor 10 million babies in hospitals every year. Stork continuously tracks your baby's pulse rate, oxygen saturation, and temperature. Visit MassimoStork.com to learn more. Stork, a revolutionary baby monitor, is born.
Stork is not a medical device. Read and understand all product labeling. Massimo data on file.
Moms and dads, I bet you can relate to this email. Kirk, my son is just like the kids you described in your podcast. He comes home feeling defeated after school, feeling like he isn't smart. But I got him Crunch Labs and he loves it. Building the new toy and watching Mark Rober makes him feel smart. And then he explains, talking a million miles a minute, like our kids do, all the cool science facts he's learned. It's like I get my real kid back when he's building his Crunch Labs toy. And that is exactly why I was so psyched when my niece first told me how her son loves Crunch Lab. Confession, this is the one sponsor I wanted more than any other because it's such a perfect fit for our kids. So go to crunchlabs.com/calm and you'll see why. Crunch Labs is a STEM monthly subscription build box for kids. Your kids get a really fun toy in the mail every month. And what kid doesn't love that? And then they put it together by watching a step-by-step video from former NASA engineer Mark Rober, where he teaches all the cool physics that make the toy work. Mark's passion is helping kids think like engineers. And this helps your kids develop resilience and problem-solving skills while having a ton of fun. Get your kids something they will actually love, use, and look forward to getting all throughout the coming year. Build your child's confidence now. Visit crunchlabs.com/calm and get your kids Crunch Labs today. So in the next 5 minutes, I believe I can give you a tool that is going to save your marriage, will improve your relationship with your wife, help you in your parenting, get your kids to listen to you more. And I'm going to try to get that done in less than 5 minutes. So this is worth it. This is Kirk Martin. I'm founder of Celebrate Calm. This is Calm Parenting Podcast. I'm getting right into this. So I did 3 phone consultations with couples this past week. And what we were dealing with was strong-willed kids at bedtime, dinner time, homework time, morning time. And in all 3 situations, here's what happened. Guy told what was going on. His wife starts to speak and starts to talk about something that she could use her husband's help with. And in every single situation, the hubby spoke up and said, "Hey, Kirk, can I give a little context to that?" And I said, No, you may not. Here's what you need to do. You need to listen. Because I've noticed throughout the course of this conversation, every time that your wife speaks up, you don't really listen. Here's what's happening. When your wife starts to speak, you start formulating your response to her. So you are not really listening to your wife. You are trying to prove your point. Now, I didn't say this part because this may be unique to me as a guy, but I have a certain amount of a hero complex of like, I want to be seen a certain way. I've had that in the past, and I think that's true of guys. Sometimes we're a little bit fragile in that way. And so they want to provide context of like, oh, I'm not so bad. See, really, it's my wife because she has control issues and because she lectures too much. And I was like, no, you don't get to speak. Here's what I want you to do, hubby. I want you to listen, to really listen to your wife without formulating a response, without getting defensive, without trying to prove your point. I want you to validate what she's saying and listen to her and then ask questions and say, so what specifically can I begin doing differently? What specifically would help you? Now, I know inside you're going to be like, yeah, but she's got her issues. Yeah, on all of our phone consultations and all of our programs, we go through what each person needs to do. It's never one person in a relationship. It's we all have our things to work on. But this is specifically for the hubbies out there, the dads. I want you to work on this week. I want you to listen to your wife. Ask her, honey, what is one thing I can begin doing differently? And then listen to her, validate it, and then begin doing it. Now, this goes for both of you, right? Like I want Wives saying, what could I begin doing differently? And then you listen and you do this. But I'm just focusing this a lot on guys. And what I want you to know is this. During these phone consultations, when the wife stopped speaking, the guys all wanted to say their part. And I said, I forbid it. I don't want to hear what you think right now. I don't need you to prove your point. My whole goal right here is I want you to listen to your wife, because if you don't, one day she is going to leave you. And not only will you lose 50% of all of that money that you have earned and invested over time, you will also in many ways lose your children. And it is damaging to children when that happens. And it is preventable in most cases. And it's little things that matter. Because if you don't start listening to your wife, she will feel dismissed. And I know this from personal experience. This is one of the hardest things I had to work on, was learning how to just listen and validate and not prove my point. And I can tell you, your wife will appreciate it. It's the best Valentine's gift you can give her, is to say, I'm going to begin working on that, because I want you to feel heard and I want you to feel validated, and I want to change because I value putting as much energy into our relationship and into our family as I do into my career, into sports, into all the things that I'm into. That will change your family. That will change your child's behavior quicker than anything you can do directly with your child. It all relates, and it will change your friendships, because I guarantee you prove your point to your friends and to everybody that you talk to. Let's work on that. If we can help you, look, you can always do a phone consultation with me, and I'll be honest with you, and I'm very good at listening now, and I'll help you out. But if you want a cheaper route than that, get the Calm Parenting Package. We have a special for Valentine's Day. We're including our marriage program, which you do right from home. It's very, very practical, simple steps. We're including that free with the Calm Parenting Package. It's cheaper than any therapy you'll ever do, and less expensive than roses. Find it at celebratecalm.com or email KCCASEY at celebratecalm.com. Love you all.